Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder, Colorado. Today we have a matchup between the Boulder Collegians and the visiting Dodge City A's out of Dodge City, Kansas. Second game of the season here for the Collegians, coming off a dominant 15-4 win over the Denver Browns Friday night. Dodge City coming in their first game of the season. On the mound for the Collegians, Preston Tenney, a junior out of Northeast Community College in Norfolk, Nebraska, not to be confused with Northeastern Community College here in Sterling. Coming up to bat here for the Dodge City A's is Ty Walton, center fielder. Preston Tenney gets ready for his first pitch. First pitch is fastball into the zone for strike one, 0-1 on the count. Can you say he's going with a lot of fastballs today? Second pitch is just inside, outside the zone, even count, 1-1. Third pitch is fouled off, just off the first base side. Preston Tenney out of Chaparral High School in Parker, Colorado. Lost most of his freshman season at Northeast due to the COVID pandemic. Next pitch is in and tipped off towards the backstop. Count moves to 1-2. Walton takes time. Beautiful night here in Boulder, Colorado. Crisp 70 degrees here at the base of the Flatirons. Third pitch is in, low and just outside the zone for ball number 2. 2-2 on the count. The 2-2 pitch is just outside the zone for ball number 3. Full count here coming up for Walton. Walton patient and waiting for his pitch. Tenney just trying to find the strike zone here. The pitch is into short and is going to be sent to first for the first out of the evening. That is Gazdar to Jake Given for the first out of the evening. Catching for the Collegians this evening is Garrett Fisher. Garrett Fisher out of Fort Collins, Colorado, currently playing at the University of Northern Colorado. First pitch is down and outside the zone for ball number 1. One and no count here in the top of the first inning. Second pitch is in and low off the chest of Fisher for ball number 2. Next pitch is low and just outside the zone for ball number 3. 3-0 count here coming up. Stone, the second baseman here on the 3-0 count for Dodge City. Next pitch is in and off the dirt for ball 4. Tenney finding a hard time finding the strike zone here early. Said he was going to go with a lot of fastballs early. Struggling to find his rhythm here. Coming up to bat for the A's is Doyle Kane, the first baseman. Runner on first, that is Brad Stone, the second baseman. One out here in the top of the first as the Dodge City A's have a runner on first. First pitch is in and low outside the zone for ball number 1. Second pitch here is in for strike number 1. 1-1 count here for Kane. Tenney finally able to find the strike zone there. Third pitch is in and catches him swinging. Slightly dots the edge of the zone there for strike number 2. 1-2 count here for Kane. Again, first game of the season here for Dodge City. Dodge City actually only having a few practices. They were able to practice indoors due to the rainy weather that hit the Kansas area this weekend. 1-2 hits the dirt down and low. Fisher picks it up, and that is ball number 2. Scott Carpenter Field, home to the Collegians, but also home to Boulder High School. Sharing the field here, but keeping the field in decent condition. Next pitch is up and goes foul down the third base line. Game was delayed to 8 p.m. tonight, an original 7 p.m. first pitch time, but Boulder High School was scheduled to have a game before this. So both games tonight and tomorrow in this 2-game series between Dodge City and Boulder will be played at 8 p.m. Next pitch is in, and this ball is grounded to third and will be sent to Given at first for the force out. Stone will advance to second. 2 outs now for the Collegians. Coming up to bat for the Dodge City A's is left fielder Gabe Irwin. Gabe Irwin batting from the left side this evening. First pitch is in and just catches the bottom of the zone there. Fastball there for strike number 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner on second for the A's. On deck for the A's is Aaron Harper, the shortstop. And now Irwin opts for some time here. Pitches in, and he catches him swinging for strike number 2. 0-2 count here. Tenney finding his rhythm here, you can tell. Tenney with a very successful season here up at Northeast College. All-conference selection there. Third pitch is in and high and above the zone for ball number 1. Tenney, one of 3 chaparral players on this team. School down in Parker, Colorado. 1-2 count here for Irwin. And he opts for time. The 1-2 count is hit foul just outside the first base line. Caught by Harper in the on-deck circle. Collegians only played a 6.5-inning game Friday evening after going up 11 runs, 15-4 in the Denver Browns. Denver Browns, an adult league team. Pitch is in, and it is grounded out foul. 1-2 is still the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Preston Tenney going to try and get out of this one and get the Collegians up to bat. .388 is the deepest point here at Scott Carpenter Field. .330 out in right field. Pitch is in, and it's a grounder to short. Gazdar to Given for the easy out. And that retires the side. Collegians get out of the inning. It is 0-0 here at the end of the top of the first as we go into the bottom of the first. Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Field here in Boulder, Colorado, as the Collegians start here. Up to bat, Nick Upstill at the top of the order, as Anthony Perez, their starting pitcher for the Dodge City A's, hits slightly outside for ball number 1. Nick Upstill, player out of San Francisco State University, someone who was not able to have his season this year. That one goes out for ball number 2. Very excited this season to be out playing baseball, as in California, many schools were not able to play this year. He's one of many people from some Bay Area schools. Head coach Tony Rucco has a lot of connections up there. As check swing there goes in for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. Next pitch is in and outside the zone.
At second, at first, and is catching Perez. That's the deep pitch here tonight. 3 balls, here to the strike to the left-handed hitting.
Next pitch is in, and this is grounded to short. And this will be sent to first for the first out for Dodge City. Next up to bat is John Gazdar out of San Jose State University. As I said earlier, a lot of players out of the Bay Area on this team. John Gazdar, the shortstop for the Collegians. John Gazdar getting a feel there as that one drops into the zone for strike number 1. Next pitch is in, and this one is hit just foul down the right field line for strike number 2. First base coach there for the Collegians is Ian Easdale. He's actually a player on this team, but coming back from injury, a player at Northern Colorado, another player that played at Chaparral. One ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the first. 1 out for Dodge City. Next pitch is in, and this one is sent into deep center. Irwin back, and he makes the grab for out number 2. Gazdar able to get some contact on that, got a little too under it, and Irwin able to make the easy catch in deep center. Coming up for the Boulder Collegians is number 8, Brady Miguel. Brady Miguel out of Cal State Monterey Bay. Brady Miguel, he's the designated hitter here today for Preston Tenney. Miguel shows bunt, but it goes out for a strike. 0-1 on the count for Perez. Second pitch is in, and he makes contact into second. This one is sent to first for an out. So net passed ball, and Miguel is safe at first. Easy play there from Dodge City that they botched. These players just trying to get to know each other, get some chemistry on the field as it's their first game. And the Collegians get a man on base with the first error of the game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that brings up catcher Garrett Fisher. Garrett Fisher, catcher for the Collegians. Want to shout out to his family for being a host family for many of these kids, making this season possible. Thank you to all our host families out there who give these kids a platform and somewhere to stay while they can come out and play baseball. First pitch is inside the zone for ball number 1. And Artie Ramirez goes up to meet with his pitcher. Bottom of the first here from Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder, Colorado. Garrett Fisher up to bat with Brady Miguel, the designated hitter, on first. Pitch from Perez is hit right back into the backstop and goes foul. This ball is sent to the backstop on the first base side, excuse me. For strike number 2. 1-2 now, 2 outs. Perez going through his progression. Pitches in and low. And goes to the backstop. Ramirez struggles with that pitch, and that advances Miguel to second base. Collegians get a running and scoring position off 2 errors here. Two and two count here for Fisher. 2-2 is low into the chest of Ramirez for ball number 3. Full count coming up here for Garrett Fisher. Beautiful weather here at Scott Carpenter Park after a rainy Memorial Day weekend. No games this weekend, only the one on Friday night. The 3-2 pitch is grounded to third. Just goes foul down the third base line. And Fisher keeps the at-bat alive. Three-two pitch is in, and this one is sent foul to the right. That ball sent to the parking lot on the southwest side. Hopefully no cars were hit. The 3-2 pitch, and he catches Fisher swinging for strike number 3. And Perez gets out of the inning. The Collegians leave a runner in scoring position there. But we go into the top of the second. Score 0-0. Top of the second here in Boulder, Colorado, as Dodge City comes up to bat. Aaron Harper, the shortstop, coming up to lead off for the Dodge City A's. Bunny Rabbit on the field caused a slight delay in between innings there. Preston Tenney still on the mound, and his first pitch is in for strike number 1. Boulder's official home of the Collegians is the Holiday Inn Express, conveniently located at 4777 North Broadway. Easy access to anywhere in the region, affordable rates, and the best guest services staff in town. Whether it's a trip for business or pleasure, make Holiday Inn Express Boulder your home away from home. And actually, a few players on the Collegians have made that their home away from home, as we mentioned some host families earlier helping out, as that ball is in for ball number 2. Few host families have helped out, but a lot of kids were not able to get in anywhere else, so Holiday Inn has helped out the Collegians, and a few players are staying there here in Boulder. Pitch is in, and that one just dots just outside of the zone for ball number 3. 3-2 count here in the top of the second for batter Aaron Harper of the Dodge City A's. Tenney goes through the windup, and he catches Harper on the check swing there. Harper hesitated there on that pitch, and Harper strikes out for Dodge City, and that's the first out of the inning. First strikeout for Tenney on the afternoon. Next up is Artie Ramirez, catcher for the Dodge City A's. First pitch to him is low and outside the zone for ball number 1. Tenney, a heavy strikeout guy, got his first strikeout there on the last batter, as the second pitch is in. Similar pitch there, just goes below the zone. 2-0 count here for Ramirez. Tenney goes through his progressions and the windup. Pitch is in, and that one is smooth for strike number 1. 2-1 count now. Tenney on the 2-1. This ball is grounded to Gazdar at shortstop. And this ball is thrown over the first baseman given. And that ball is over the dugout of the A's. And so Ramirez will advance to second. First error of the evening for the Collegians. Gazdar just threw that a little high for given there. But a play that could have been an out for the Collegians turns into a runner in scoring position now for the Dodge City A's. 1 out here. Pitch in for Tenney. This one is grounded into short. Gazdar finds it, and he completes this one to Given for the force out at first. And that it makes it 2 outs. That was Albert Luvano there, the third baseman for the Dodge City A's, grounding out to short. Clayton Counts, the DH, coming in, batting for Anthony Perez. Pitches in and just outside the zone to the inside for ball number 1. Tenney with the pitch inside, and this one is deep into right field, past the warning track, and this thing is out of here. 2-run jack from Clayton Counts. And the A's go up 2-0 here in the top of the second. And that error from the Collegians is going to cost them a run here. That one goes deep into right field fence blocking it from going any further, as there's a water park behind there, so we don't know exactly how far it goes, but 330 out there in right field. And that thing, there was no question that was out of here the second it hit the bat. 2-run homer, and Dodge City takes a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. Tenney with the next pitch. This one is grounded to Gazdar at shortstop, and this one is sent to Given for out number 3. But Dodge City gets on the board with a 2-run homer from Clayton Counts. And the score is 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the second here from Boulder. Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Field as we approach the bottom of the second inning here. Leading off for the Collegians is Jake Given. Jake Given, a catcher out of UMass. First pitch is outside the zone for number 1, or for a 1-0 count, ball number 1. Jake, a catcher, he's playing first base today, but originally a catcher. He's been working on his hitting. As Perez winds up, second pitch is high and outside the zone for ball number 2. 2-0 count here. Jake, a native of the Boulder area, went to Monarch High School, played baseball and hockey there, along with his brother Zach. Foul off there to the backstop for strike number 1. 2-1 count here. Jake's brother Zach will be starting on the mound tomorrow night for the Collegians. Also attends UMass. This one is inside and just misses Jake there for ball number 3. 3-1 count here. 2-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Dodge City with a 2-run homer in the top of the second to give the A's an early lead. Perez goes through. This one is high for ball 4, and Jake takes a walk. And the Collegians get an early runner on base here in this inning. Tomorrow night at Scott Carpenter Park is Collegians Garage Sale Night. Great bargains on all sorts of Collegians hats, shirts, and more. Some of it one of a kind. Check out the table and get in line early for your vintage Boulder Collegians gear. Tomorrow night when the Collegians host the Dodge City A's. That game tomorrow, first pitch will be at 8 p.m. Coming up tonight is Alec Ackerman. This one just dots the outside of the zone there. Fastball in for strike 1. Alec Ackerman, a player at San Jose State University. Also a native of Colorado, went to Chaparral High School along with Preston and Ian. Perez, this one is passed, and Jake will advance to second base. Jake Given advancing to second base, and the Boulder Collegians have a runner in scoring position with no outs here. Alec Ackerman, 1-1 count here. The 1-1 is hit foul on the first base side near the A's dugout. 2-1 count here for Ackerman in the bottom of the second. One-two pitch here, and this one is low and outside for ball number 2. Perez trying to find the breaking ball here. 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Ackerman. Runner in scoring position. Jake Given is on second base for the Collegians. Perez winds up, and they call a strike 3, and Ackerman is caught looking there. Perez with his first strikeout of the second strikeout, of the evening. And that one just catches the inside of the zone.
Next, number 9.
That brings up AJ Rucco. This is son of general manager Tony Rucco. AJ Rucco, right fielder for the Collegians. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Runner on second. This ball is high and inside for ball number 1. AJ Rucker, a player out of Cal State East Bay, standing at 6 feet tall and 175 pounds. The 1-0 is low and outside fastball there. And it is 2-0 on the count for Perez. 2-0, the Dodge City A's lead. This ball is high, fastball in, and catches Rucco swinging for strike number 1. 2-1 count here. Boulder Collegians playing in their first year in the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League, leaving from the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. Manager Tony Rucco and pitching coach Mark Knudsen came over from the Greeley Grays, a team that disbanded after last season. This pitch is in and low. Ramirez does a good job of stopping that one from going by, and that goes in for ball number 3. Rucco looking for any contact on the ball here, as he has Given at second base in scoring position. See the sun starting to set over the flat irons here in Boulder, Colorado. 3-1 count here for Perez. Pitch is in and just outside, and Rucco takes a walk. 2 runners on now on first and second for the Collegians, 1 out. And Ramirez wants to have a word with this pitcher. Coming up to bat for the Collegians is Ryan Vogel, the left fielder.
Next, Ryan Vogel.
Ryan Vogel out of Bradley University. He's one of 2 people. Jackson Chatterton, also out of Bradley University.
A game since high school, and then this season expecting to be a reliever down the bullpen, but this shot would be early to help when they started. He was really happy.
2 runners on, and the pitch is in, and stealing third and second And a pass ball goes through at second base, and that will score Given. And the Collegians get a run on the board there. Both runners stealing there. Pass ball at second base. Ruocco is standing at second, and that allows Given to run home into home plate, standing up, and get the Collegians on the board. 2-1 score here in the bottom of the second inning. Ruocco is at second base. Pitch is in, and the ball is low for ball number 1. Vogel batted right side, hoping to get Ruocco in any chance he can get. 2-0 pitches in and high. Ball 3, and Perez is struggling to find the strike zone right now.
Perez here, right.
3-0 count here for Ryan Vogel. Collegians have a runner at second base. Anthony Perez on the mound for the Dodge City A's. The 3-0 is in the strike zone, just kept the top of the zone there for strike number 1.
Loose out there.
3-1 pitch is in, and this one is low and outside for ball 4, and that's the second walk of the inning for Perez. And that's the third walk of the evening as the Collegians get 2 runners on base. And that brings up Jackson Chatterton, another player out of Bradley University.
Next, we have Jackson Dobkins.
Jackson Chatterton batting from the left side here. Perez getting talked to here at the mound. One out here in the inning. Scott Carpenter Field, a beautiful place to play baseball. The field is pretty pristine right here. You may notice a few weeds here and there. That's because the city of Boulder does not allow pesticides. They allow some sorts of organic pesticides, which are expensive, so that's why you may see a weed here and there. But considering the no pesticides, this field is beautiful and is looking great for the Collegians for this summer season. Perez pitching here against Chatterton on the left side. First pitch is in, and this one is low for ball 1.
Second base is Ruocco. First base is Ryan Vogel for Boulder. On the second inning, 2-1 Dodge City leads.
Pitch, runner takes off at third, and he is safe at third. Ruocco stands up. There are now runners on the corners. Wondering if the Collegians are going to try to establish a running identity this season. That's 3 stolen bases just in the inning right now. Runners on the corners. Really, any contact on the bat is going to give Ruocco a chance to score here. 2-0, Ryan Vogel takes off, and he is safe at second. And that's 4 stolen bases now in the inning for the Collegians. Runners at second and third now. And Chatterton batting on the left side. Going to try and get at least 1 run in here. 1 out here in the bottom of the second, 2-1 Dodge City. Perez pitches in, and this one, breaking ball, does not catch the strike zone outside. 3-1 count here as Perez continues to struggle to find the strike zone. Perez in. 3-1 pitch is low and outside, and that is another walk for Perez. This loads up the bases, and we're back to the top of the order with Nick up still. Bases loaded. 4 walks for Perez on the day. Up still with the ground out on his first time at bat. Pitches in from Perez, and he catches. Up still catches this one, and it just goes foul behind the third base line. Bases are loaded here for the Collegians in the bottom of the second. Collegians hoping to tie this thing up or take a lead. Only one out here. Last things the Collegians want is a double play. Perez winds up. This pitch is in, and this catches the top corner of the strike zone for strike number 2. 0-2 count here, 1 out. Bases are loaded for the Collegians. On deck for the Collegians is John Gazdar. Up still batting from the left side. Perez, third pitch is in, and up still to second. Gets the first out on the second base line and gets the force out at first. And just like I said, the last thing the Collegians wanted was a double play, and up still grounds into a double play to retire the side. The Collegians leave bases loaded and do not capitalize as Dodge City takes a 2-1 lead into the top of the third. Top of the third inning here in Boulder, Colorado, as the A's are back to the top of the order, as Ty Walton here is here to lead it off for Dodge City. Some scores from around the MLB. Colorado Rockies are down 4-3, are up 4-3 in the bottom of the seventh. An exciting walk-off game there last night. Blue Jays and Marlins are tied in the bottom of the ninth. Astros lead the Red Sox at the bottom of the eighth. For any Avalanche fans out there, and the end of the first period, 4:22 left in the first period, and the Avs are tied with the Knights 1-1. First pitch is in from Tenney and it is outside the zone for ball number 1. Ty Walton ground out on his first at bat as this one is sent foul down the left field line. Preston Tenney on the windup. This pitch is in and low and just misses the zone to move the count to 2-1. On deck for the A's is Brad Stone. Tenney. Pitch in. That one is a breaking ball in for strike number 2. Count even at 2-2 here in the top of the third inning. Preston Tenney goes through his windup, and this one is tipped foul. An eventful second inning as Dodge City gets a 2-run homer in the top of the inning from Clayton Counts. The DH gets a 2-run homer. The Collegians had bases loaded, but up still grounded into a double play as Preston gets Walton swinging on for strike number 3 to make it 1 out on the inning. And that will bring up Brad Stone, the second baseman. Brad Stone walked his first time at bat. Tenney going through his progression. Pitch is in, and that one is into the strike zone for strike number 1. 0-1 count here with 1 out in the top of the third. The pitch, this one is slightly tipped. Strike number 2 goes straight into the hands of Garrett Fisher. Brad Stone batting from the left side. The second baseman for Dodge City. Dodge City just came into Colorado today, got in at about 3:30. So the late start definitely preferable for them. This pitch is low for ball number 1. 1-2 count here. Tenney with the windup, and this one is a check swing. He catches Stone for strike number 3, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Preston Tenney. I told you, he's a strikeout guy. One thing he prides himself on, not many people make contact against him. And coming up is Doyle Kane, who Preston Tenney struck out in the first inning. As Tenney goes into his progression, and that one is low for ball number 1. Doyle Kane, the first baseman for Dodge City. Dodge City, unable to have a season last year due to the pandemic, have taken advantage. This pitch is in outside for ball number 2. Have taken advantage of getting kids from California who were unable to have a season this year. A lot of colleges out there unable to. In the Division I ranks, many were. A few players on the Collegians from San Jose State were able to have a complete season. As this pitch is in, and this one is sent into deep left field, and this one drops on the warning track, and Doyle is going to have a standing double and a 2-out double for Doyle Kane, the first baseman for the A's, and that puts a runner in scoring position here in the top of the third. Tenney with a pair of strikeouts to start the inning, but gives up a deep one there. And Kane with a nice double there for Dodge City. That will bring up Gabe Irwin, the left fielder for Dodge City, coming up for his second at-bat. Irwin grounded out to short on his first at-bat. Tenney, this one is swung, and this is sent into deep center. And this one actually is sent into shallow center. A little miscommunication there from Gazdar and Upstill. And this turns into a single, and this will score Doyle Kane and give Dodge City a 3-1 lead. You can see Upstill going very deep there, looking for the ball. And it didn't look like either of them could see where that thing was going, and it just drops into shallow center. And Gabe Irwin gets a RBI single. 2-out RBI single for Dodge City. 3-1 Dodge City leads here in the top of the third with 2 outs. Runner at first for the A's. This ball is in, slightly inside for ball number 1.
Took the home run. Kane with a double. Now Irwin with a single. 30 hits for the A's so far. First hit for the
Next pitch is in, and he catches him swinging. This one to first. Fisher trying to catch Irwin at first. Unable to get him out there. But that ball is in for strike number 1. 1-1 count here. As Irwin for Dodge City is at first base. This pitch, another swing and a miss for Aaron Harper, the shortstop. And Tenney certainly looking for another strikeout here. 2 outs here, 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch is in. And it is a swing and a miss. He gets another strikeout. That's 3 strikeouts for Tenney on the inning. Dodge City does get a run, though. And Dodge City leads 3-1 going into the bottom of the third. Back here at Scott Carpenter Park for the bottom of the third, John Gazdar leading off for the Collegians as Anthony Perez stays in for Dodge City in there for strike number 1. John Gazdar popping up into center field in the first inning. That one's out for ball number 1. Anthony Perez staying in the game. Struggled a little bit in that second inning, but got bailed out from a double play. This ball is outside and goes slightly past Ramirez. And that brings up 2-1. Brady Miguel on deck, the DH. Brady Miguel got through on a error in the first inning. John Gazdar, 2-1 count here, and this one is inside for ball number 3. 3-1 count here for Perez. This ball is sent straight up. This one will go out and just hits the top of the press box here. Count stays at 3-2. John Gazdar, another player out of San Jose State. This ball is sent deep into left center, and it is handled easily by Dodge City. And that is out number 1 for the Collegians. That's 2 pop-outs for Gazdar. As that brings up Brady Miguel, the designated hitter. He will be pitching for Tenney. A decent crowd tonight here in Boulder, Colorado. A late one on a weeknight. This ball is in for ball number 1. If you are in the Boulder area and want to come out and support your Collegians, it's free admission. So come on down, bring the family for a nice evening of baseball here. Perez on the 1-0. This one dropped just outside of the zone for ball number 2. 2-0 count now for Perez. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Perez goes through his windup. This ball is sent in, and this is a grounder to second. And this one will be clean to first base. And Dodge City gets the easy out there for out number 2. That will bring up Garrett Fisher. Garrett Fisher struck out on his first at-bat. Garrett Fisher, the catcher here for the Collegians.
Fisher steps in. He was a strikeout victim back at the first. 1-2.
Perez with the first pitch. This one breaking ball and is in the zone for ball number 1. Perez goes through. This one does not catch the edge of the zone there for ball number 1. 1-1 count here. Dodge City leads 3-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 outs here. 1-1 pitch is in the strike zone for strike number 2. And it is 1-2. Perez on the 1-2. This one is just above the zone. Count is at 2-2 for Garrett Fisher. On deck is Alec Ackerman, the 3rd baseman. Perez on the 2-2. This one way inside. Almost clips Fisher. But it is going to be a full count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Dodge City getting a 3-1 lead from a ball that dropped in shallow center. The 3-2, and this one sent foul to keep the at-bat alive. There was a runner on second base for Dodge City, and a hit dropped shallow center, and that scored the runner at second base. Little miscommunication between Upstill and Gazdar. And that's what makes this game 3-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Garrett Fisher, 3-2 count here. Anthony Perez with the pitch. 3-2. This one does not find the zone, and Garrett Fisher is going to get a free base here. And the Collegians will get a runner on as Anthony Perez with another walk. Anthony Perez struggling right now to find the strike zone. Already 5 walks on the evening. However, Dodge City leads 3-1. First pitch for Ackerman is outside for ball number 1. Perez looking like he's going to his curveball a little more. The 1-0. 1-0 pitch just dots the edge of the strike zone there. The 1-1. This one also catches the inside of the zone. Jake Given is up to bat. Excuse me, I said Alec Ackerman. It is Jake Given that is up to bat. Alec Ackerman is on deck right now. Garrett Fisher getting a little antsy at first, looking to steal second base. Already 4 stolen bases here for the Collegians in the bottom of the 3rd. Fisher, 1-2 count. This one is hit foul from Given. And it is a 1-2 count. Given batting from the right side here. Ball is in, and it is in for strike number 3. He catches Given looking, and Fisher was running to try and steal second base, but it didn't matter as Perez gets out of the inning and gets another strikeout and does not allow the Collegians to do anything. Score remains 3-1 Dodge City. Top of the third here at Scott Carpenter Park, as Artie Ramirez will come up to bat for the Dodge City A's. Artie Ramirez got on base due to an error in the second inning. Tenney still on the mound for the Collegians. This first ball is in, and this one is lined to right field and is caught from the Collegians. That is A.J. Rucco there on the catch. And quickly, the Collegians get an out here. Coming up to bat is Albert Luvano, the third baseman for Dodge City. Tenney with the windup. This one is in and bounces off the dirt, fastball off the dirt, and Fisher handles it. Ball number 1. While you're here at Scott Carpenter Park, be sure to pay a visit to SB Street Eats, where hungry fans get great food. The menu features a wide variety of delicious ballpark food, including barbecue wings, brats, and ribs, plus tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. Check them out between innings, SB Street Eats, and quench that ballpark thirst courtesy our partners at Baseline Liquors. Beers, sodas, and more. Baseline Liquors is along the third base line. Big shout out to our vendors here. Help make this experience an enjoyable one for our fans. This ball is sent fouled on the third base line. 1-2 count here for Albert Luvano. The windup here. Luvano, this one's sent to second. Chatterton feels it, and this one is sent to Given for out number 2. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Dodge City still leads 3-1. Preston Tenney out of Northeast Community College in Norfolk, Nebraska, on the mound for the Collegians. Tenney is from Parker, Colorado. First pitch here from Tenney is inside for ball 1, pitching to Clayton Counts, someone who hit a 2-run homer off him in the second inning. Counts hit a 2-run homer deep into right field as Tenney on the 1-0. This one, fastball into the strike zone. That's his pitch. Tenney on the windup, and this one is low, bounces over the head of Fisher for ball number 2. Great to see the Collegians out here again. Collegians able to get a season in last year in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League, despite many leagues throughout the country being canceled due to COVID. 2-1 pitch in here. This one is sent deep into right. Popped up over Rucco, and Rucco just gets it. Catches it for out number 3, and that retires the side. So Counts, he hits another one deep into right, but this time Rucco's able to handle it. And Dodge City takes a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the 4th. Pitching change for Dodge City. Anthony Perez calls it a night after 3 innings. Only 1 run given up. He did walk 5, but Dodge City only giving up 1 run. Coming in for Dodge City is number 12, Chris Rodriguez. He will take the mound. And coming up to bat for the Collegians is Alec Ackerman out of San Jose State University. First pitch from Rodriguez on the evening is out for ball number 1. Ackerman's second at bat of the day. Struck out looking in the second inning. Ball 2 there's that one. Is way inside, almost clips Ackerman. 2-0 count here in the bottom of the 4th. Two-0 pitches outside the zone fastball. Ball 3, 3-0 count. Ramirez still at catcher for Dodge City. Ackerman looking to get on base. This one is high and outside the zone for ball 4. Rodriguez has pitched 4 and thrown 4 balls, so he's looking to get into a rhythm here. AJ Rucco up to bat, walked in the second inning, excuse me. Collegians no out as Rucco comes up to bat. Number 12, Chris Rodriguez on the mound for Dodge City. Rodriguez going through his progression. This pitch is in, and fastball is tipped to the backstop for for strike number 1. On deck for the Collegians, Ryan Vogel. The 0-1 count. Rodriguez, this is passed. And Ackerman will advance to second base on the pass ball. So the Collegians get another runner in scoring position with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Although the Collegians have left many men on base today. Had bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd and could not convert. But it is Ackerman at second as this ball is in and outside the strike zone for ball number 2. Rodriguez taking a peek at second. Ball is in and way inside for ball number 3. Rodriguez struggling to find his accuracy on that fastball. Ackerman at second. On deck for the Collegians is Jackson Chatterton, the second baseman, as this ball is in for ball number 4. So 2 batters for Rodriguez, 2 walks. And coming up to bat is Jackson Chatterton. Excuse me, that's Ryan Vogel. That is Ryan Vogel coming up to bat. Excuse me, AJ Rucco just took the walk. That's his second walk of the evening. Ryan Vogel up to bat, the left fielder. 2 runners on base for the Collegians at first and second. Rodriguez coming into pitch for Dodge City here in the bottom of the 4th as the first pitch is in and low outside the zone for ball number 1. Perez with 5 walks and now Rodriguez with 2. So Dodge City struggling pitching wise, but not giving up any runs as he catches Vogel swinging here. Rucco at first and Ackerman at second. On deck now for the Collegians is Jackson Chatterton. The two men out of Bradley University round up the lineup for the Collegians. This ball is in on the 1-1 and catches the bottom of the strike zone for strike number 2. One-two count. Rodriguez ahead of the count for the first time. The 1-2 pitch is in and wild over the head of Vogel. And a wild pitch. Ramirez does a great job of not letting that thing pass, as that would have certainly advanced both runners. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2 count here, as Dodge City leads 3-1 here from Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder, Colorado. The 2-2, and he catches Vogel swinging for strike number 3. And Rodriguez with his first strikeout of the evening. And so that is 1 out, and this will bring up the bottom of the order with Jackson Chatterton, the second baseman.
Chatterton, second base.
2 runners on here in the bottom of the 4th for the Collegians. Runners at first and second. First pitch is in from Rodriguez, and this one, breaking ball, catches the strike zone. Good pitch from Rodriguez. He's starting to find his rhythm here after that strikeout. Rodriguez taking a look at second as he winds up. This one is sent deep into right field. This one is going back to the warning track, but is handled from Dodge City. Ackerman will advance to third. Rucco will stay at first, and it is runners on the corners now for Boulder. Chatterton with good contact on that one, just couldn't get under it nearly enough, but does a good job of advancing Ackerman to third base. And now runners on the corners with 2 outs here as we get back to the top of the order with Nick Upstill. Nick Upstill, ground out in the first and then a ground out into a double play in the bottom of the second as the first pitch is here. And this one is lined into left field. This will certainly score Ackerman and will advance Rucco to second and gets another run on the board for the Collegians. RBI single there, a 2-out RBI single from Upstill. And after struggling early in the game, Upstill with a crucial hit there, bringing home Ackerman for the run. And Dodge City's lead is cut to 3-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is in from Rodriguez. This one is wild, and this one is out past to the backstop. Both runners will advance. And now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs here as John Gazdar is up to bat. John Gazdar with a pair of pop-ups to start his evening. Rodriguez takes a peek at third, then goes through his windup. This one is tipped by Gazdar and goes to the backstop for a foul ball, and that will be strike number 1. Rodriguez on the 1-1, and this one is sent back foul towards the Arapahoe. Arapahoe Avenue, the street here behind Scott Carpenter Field. One ball and 2 strikes as Rodriguez gets a check swing from Gazdar. Gazdar does not go all the way, and this one stays outside the zone for ball number 2. This is a 2-2 count. Two runners in scoring position here, the 2-2. And that he gets Gazdar looking, and a crucial pitch there from Rodriguez as the Collegians leave another 2 runners in scoring position. They do get one, though, off a RBI single from Nick Upstill, and they close the lead to 3-2. Dodge City, 3-2 going into the top of the 5th. Back here, top of the fifth from Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder, Colorado. Back to the top of the order for Dodge City. Ty Walton up. Ty Walton 0 of 2 on the day with a ground out in the first inning and a strikeout in the third inning. Ty Walton, the center fielder for Dodge City. Tenney remains on the mound for the Collegians. First pitch of the inning is in, and he catches him swinging. This is Griffin Williams batting right now. Apologies. I said Ty Walton. This is Griffin Williams. This is the bottom of the order for Dodge City. On deck is Ty Walton. The 0-1 pitch is in, and this one bounces into the pitch low off Garrett Fisher for ball number 1. Collegians able to get a run there to bring the game to within 1 run. But again, just leaving runners on base. Leaving runners in scoring position. And it's going to hurt them. As Tenney goes into his 1-1 pitch. This is a fastball. This ball is sent up down the first base side and just goes out near the Dodge City dugout. Boulder Collegians, historic franchise. The franchise was reamped in 2013 after a almost 30-year hiatus, as this ball is in, and he catches Williams swinging for strike number 3, and yet another strikeout for Preston Tenney. Preston Tenney told me before the game he's a big strikeout guy. Part of the reason why he was all-conference this year in his college season. This brings up Ty Walton. This ball is in and low for ball number 1. Ty Walton, a ground out and a strikeout today, 0 for 2. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning as Dodge City leads 3-2. Preston Tenney on the mound still. 1-0 pitch is in, and this one is grounded to short to Gazdar. Gazdar to first, and he finds Given for the force out, and that makes it 2 outs and brings up Brad Stone. Top of the order struggling a lot for Dodge City. Late in the order is when they've gotten most of their production today. As Brad Stone comes up, and he is 0 for 2 on the day. Actually, apologies. He did walk in the first inning, but he struck out his last time at bat as Tenney sends this one in. Fastball just does not find the strike zone for ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch. This one is low again and also does not find the strike zone. 2-0 count. Tenney already 4 2/3 in. It's given up 3 runs as the 2-0 is in, and that one is outside for ball 3. And Tenney's someone that has had success finding the strike zone, struggling here against Brad Stone. Tenney with the windup on the 3-0. This one does find the corner of the strike zone on a breaking ball. And the 3-1 count for Brad Stone coming up. 9:30 p.m. here from Boulder, Colorado. 10:30 to our folks in Dodge City. This pitch is in, and this one, another breaking ball, catches the strike zone again. So a 3-2 count here. So Tenney has worked back in this at-bat to bring it to full count. Brad Stone, full count here. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is in, and this one is inside and just maybe even clips the foot of Stone, but regardless, he will take his bases. That was ball number 4. And a walk from Tenney. 2-out walk as Dodge City gets a runner on base. And that brings up Doyle Kane. Doyle Kane, the first baseman. Tenney with a strikeout on Doyle Kane today, hoping to do the same here. 2-out pitch. This one is sent deep into right field, And this Rucco is going back towards the wall, and that one bounces at the warning track. Rucco handles the ball. Runner for Dodge City is going home. The throw to the plate is in, and it is not in time as Fisher fumbles the ball. And Brad Stone slides into home and gets another run on board for Dodge City. A 2-out walk turning out to be detrimental for the Collegians as the next batter, Doyle Kane, with an RBI double. And Stone goes all the way from first to home on that play. That ball was just lined deep down the right field line as he goes in for strike one here. Not much Rucco could do there as he handled it. The throw to the plate just a little off as Garrett Fisher fumbles it and could not get the tag at home plate. 0-1 pitch. This one is sent deep into right center, and this one is out of here. A 2-run homer for Gabe Irwin here in the top of the fifth, and another 2-run score for Dodge City, and that is the second home run given up by Tenney tonight. And 2 outs, no one on base for the Collegians, and it turns, and from there, they have given up 3 runs. The lead now moves to 6-2 here in favor of Dodge City. Coming up to bat is a new hitter. Aaron Harper originally in the lineup. Coming in to pitch for Dodge City is Nate Aid, a pinch hitter. He will pinch in place of Aaron Harper, the shortstop. And 6-2 here, Dodge City leads. We will update the scoreboard shortly. Tenney, 2-out pitch. This one is way outside and goes past to the backstop. The Collegians had 2 outs and no one on base, and after a walk from Tenney, a RBI double from Doyle Kane sent Stone home for 1 run for Dodge City. And then Doyle Kane on base there, and Gabe Irwin sends one deep into right center field for a 2-run homer. This pitch is in, and this finds the strike zone. Fastball there, 2-1 count. And that is how Dodge City has a 6-2 lead here. Wondering if this will be Tenney's last inning pitching. 2-1 count. Tenney, this one finds the corner of the strike zone for strike number 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Dodge City leads 6-2. These two teams will face off again tomorrow night, same time at 8 p.m. here from Scott Carpenter Field. Tenney on the 2-2. This one is into the dirt, bounces off Fisher for 3-2. So full count here for Aid. For any Rockies fans out there, the Rockies have just defeated the Texans, or the Texas Rangers, excuse me, 6-3. This one is grounded into Tenney. Tenney controls it and sends it to Given at first base for out number 3. And Tenney, after a good start to the inning, gives up 3 runs to end the inning, including a 2-run jack from Gabe Irwin. And Dodge City takes a commanding 6-2 lead into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of inning number 5 coming up here for the Collegians as we are back to the top of the order. Nick Upstill, the center fielder, comes in after a successful previous at-bat, getting an RBI single for the Collegians, helping them get their second run on the board. Nick Upstill is 1 for 3 on the day. Rodriguez still on the mound for Dodge City. First pitch is in, and this one is outside the zone for ball number 1. One-0 pitch. This one's outside the zone. Rodriguez still struggling to find the strike zone there. 2-0 count here for Nick Upstill. Or this is Brady Miguel. I apologize. As that one is in for strike number 1. Two-one pitch is in, and he catches Miguel swinging. Miguel, the designated hitter, batting for Tenney. Two balls, 2 strikes. This pitch is in, and it is inside, but just catches the inside of that strike zone. And Rodriguez with another strikeout. 3 straight strikes from Rodriguez there to get Miguel out, as that brings up number 18, Garrett Fisher, the catcher for the Collegians. Collegians will be back in action tomorrow night at 8 p.m. against Dodge City to round out this series. They will also be playing on Saturday night here against the Fort Collins Bandits at 7 p.m. For any confusion, there was a game listed on the website for this Sunday against Batters Box at All-Star Park in Lakewood. That game is not happening. That was a misinput from the previous year, as Fisher is caught swinging there. So no games on Sunday. After Saturday's games, the Collegians will head to Fort Collins to take on the Bandits for a doubleheader next Wednesday. One count here. Rodriguez. This one is high. Fastball. Ball number 2 for Garrett Fisher.
Fisher struck out back at the first, walked in the third. A lot of that tonight in the Collegians.
Rodriguez here on the 2-1 count. This one's fouled off on the first base side, just behind the A's dugout. Again, towards the parking lot. Great night for baseball out here, as the fans look comfortable watching this one. Next pitch, this one's grounded to third. Easily handled from the A's, and they get it after a little hop from the third baseman there. Garrett Fisher out at first base, and that is 2 outs on the inning for the Collegians. Collegians struggling to swing the bat today. Have gotten a lot of walks on the day to get their runners on, but have not gotten a lot of hits. As Jake Given comes up. This one is sent down the third base line. Jake Given, 0-1. This one is outside for ball number 1, 1-1 count. Collegians with a pretty packed schedule this year. They will head to Hays, Kansas in a couple of weeks to take on the Larks of Hays. And at the end of July, they will head up to Fairbanks, Alaska to take on the Alaska Gold Penners. The 1-1 pitch here is in and way inside. Given dodges that a little bit and does not hit. 2-1 count here. Two balls, 1 strike. This one is outside for ball number 3. Tony Rucco and Mark Knudsen, given this team just a few months ago, former coaches and managers for the Greeley Grays, a team that has since disbanded. But they had 2 months to bring this together as the 3-1 pitch is in, and that will walk Jake Given and bring up Alec Ackerman. Mark Knudsen, former MLB pitcher,
Third baseman, Ackerman.
currently helps out at Prospect Ridge Academy with their baseball team. One runner on base, Alec Ackerman out of San Jose State comes up to bat. 2 outs. 6-2 Dodge City leads here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is in, and Ackerman just doesn't get good contact with this, and it falls foul down the third base line.
Shortstop is still at second.
This one is outside, and Ramirez making sure that one doesn't pass. He knows how dangerous the Collegians are stealing bases, so he does not want any pitch to pass because they will surely take advantage of that. Collegians 5 stolen bases on the evening. 1-1 pitch is in. This one is grounded and just gets past the second baseman for a base hit. That will advance Given to third base. And a 2-out single from Alec Ackerman. And we have runners at the corners now for A.J. Rucco coming up. Great contact there. That one just out of the reach of Dodge City's Brad Stone as it slides in that gap.
That's right. It's better than nobody saying anything.
I mean, I think we will get a better chance.
Pitch is in. Misses inside for A.J. Rucco, the right fielder. One 0 count here with 2 outs. Rodriguez goes through. This one is shot straight back to the backstop. Startled a few of our fans sitting here behind home plate. Sometimes you forget that the fence is there to protect you. Runner on first and third. 1-1 pitch. This one is inside for A.J. Rucco for ball number 2. Two 2-1 count here for Rucco. This one is high outside the strike zone. Ball number 3. Two outs here. Runners on first and third. The Collegians are very familiar with leaving runners stranded. 3-1 pitch is in. This one is down and outside for ball number 4, and Rucco takes yet another walk. That is his 3rd walk of the evening. Ackerman advances to second base, and bases loaded again. Same scene that we had in the bottom of the 2nd inning when Upstill grounded into a double play.
Next, we have Ryan Bolton.
2 outs here, though. Bases loaded. Can the Collegians capitalize? With all the struggles that Dodge City has had throwing strikes, a walk is the last thing they want right here. Coming up to bat for the Collegians is a pinch hitter. He will replace Ryan Vogel. It is number 27, Garrett Jensen. Excuse me. Number 7,
Jason Prince.
Jason Francis. Jason Francis pinch hitting for Ryan Vogel. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
bits of getting New Jersey, so everybody just keeps switching.
This pitch in, and it is grounded to first, grounded to the pitcher. It should be an easy out at first. He overthrows the first baseman. 2 runs will score as Francis goes to second, and he is tagged out, but not before 2 runs score for the Collegians. And so a big mistake there from Rodriguez, just cannot complete the simple throw to first base. It rose past, and 2 runs score for the Collegians. And the Collegians, after leaving so many runners stranded today, get 2 more on the board to tighten this thing up at 6-4. Dodge City up 6-4 going into the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher in for the Collegians. It is Theo Dobkins, the left-hander out of San Francisco State University. His first pitch is in for strike number 1 as he's throwing here against the catcher for Dodge City, Artie Ramirez. Second pitch is in, and he catches Artie Ramirez swinging on a fastball. Ramirez coming in, throwing hot early as he gets 2 early strikes in his outing. Preston Tenney pitching 5 innings, giving up 6 runs. As the 0-2 pitch is in and swinging a Mitch, he catches Artie Ramirez swinging, and 3 strikes, 1 out here for the Collegians. Can't ask for a better starting 3 pitches from Theo Dobkins. First pitch and another strike. 4 straight strikes here from Dobkins. As Albert Luvano steps in, the third baseman for Dodge City. Dobkins again breaking ball, does not find the zone. First time he hasn't done that. 6-4 here in the top of the 6th inning. Dodge City with a 6-4 lead. Collegians able to get 2 runs back in the bottom of the 5th inning to tighten this thing up. The 1-1 pitch is in. This one is sent deep into right center field, and this one is also out of here. And after a successful first few pitches from Dobkins, he gives up a single home run, 1-run homer from Lovano. And as I stated earlier, the bottom half of the order for Dodge City has been dominant today. And the 3rd home run for Dodge City pushes this lead out to 3, 7-4, the A's lead. Coming up, Clayton Counts, who also had a homer today. He shot for a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. He comes to bat with Griffin Williams on deck to round out the order. Dobkins with the pitch. This one sent deep into right field on the first pitch, and this one is sent deep, and he does it again. A 2nd home run from Clayton Counts, and he is having himself a day at the plate. 2 home runs, back-to-back jacks here from Dodge City. 2 single home runs, and the A's extend their lead to 8-4. Clayton Counts taking no time there, first pitch. And that one, pretty similar to the first home run he had, deep into right field. And nothing A.J. Rucco could do there as it hits the fence and comes back. So Theo Dobkins comes out hot. 3 strikeout. And then the next 2 batters, he gives up 2 home runs. Mark Knudsen, the pitching coach, will definitely be displeased with that as Dodge City extends their lead to 8-4. Coming up is Griffin Williams. This pitch is in and catches the outside of the zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss there on the 2-0 pitch. Brings up 2-1. Gabe Ramos here as a pinch hitter for Griffin Williams, 2-1 pitch is in. Looks like it was a 2-2 count, actually, as he strikes out. That's the 2nd strikeout for Dobkins. And Ramos comes in as a pinch hitter and strikes out. Back to the top of the order as Ty Walton comes back up. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. This ball does not find the strike zone as it falls under on a breaking ball. 1-0 count here. Dodge City extends their lead to back-to-back home runs from Albert Lovano and Clayton Counts. Dobkins with the pitch. This one is grounded to second, and he mishandles it, and he cannot get it to first. And the Collegians' defensive struggle continues. Just not able to handle that bouncer. And Walton gets on base as the Dodge City A's get another runner on base due to an error from the Collegians. Coming up is Mikey Kane here, pitching in place of Brad Stone.
Still was 1 for 1. 2 walks and a strikeout tonight. Brings up Mikey Kane, 6-1, 190 pounders. To the Canyons.
1 runner on base here in the top of the 6th inning. 8-4 Dodge City lead as Dobkins tries to find an out there at first base. He cannot. Walton leading off a little bit. Dobkins checks his first base. First pitch is in, and he catches Mikey swinging. And that brings up 0-1. Just when it seemed the Collegians were starting to get back into this one, 2 home runs here as Walton tries to steal second, and this one is thrown past the second baseman into center field. Walton will advance to third base, And the Collegians just not in sync in the infield right now.
Into center field.
Fisher just cannot be accurate on that throw there, and it leads to Walton advancing to third base. Walton now in third base, 2 outs, 0-2 count here for Kane. Dobkins goes through his rotation. This one is outside for ball number 1. Two one count here. This one is sent into the backstop. And this one keeps the at-bat alive. 2 outs here. Dobkins going to try and get out of this one while he can. But Ty Walton gets to first base on an error and then gets to third base on an error while trying to steal second. So runner on third. The 2-2, this one is sent straight up behind home plate. And he keeps the at-bat alive. Slight breeze coming in through at the base of the Flatirons here in Boulder, Colorado. The 2-2 pitch. This one is high, and this is a pass ball. Garrett Fisher going to try and get to that, and the throw is too late. And Walton scores on a passed pitch. And after the Collegians can't handle the ball at second base to get the force out, Walton gets to third base on a missed throw from Fisher to second base, and then on a pass ball from Dobkins, Walton comes all the way home. So 9-4, Dodge City leads. Dobkins, the pitch here, this one is in for strike number 3. He catches Kane looking, but not before 3-run score for Dodge City. Dodge City with a commanding 9-4 lead here going into the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back from Scott Carpenter Field.
9-4.
Back here in Boulder, Colorado in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rodriguez stays in at pitcher for Dodge City. Jackson Chatterton comes up to bat. Swings and misses on that first pitch from Rodriguez. 0-1 count here. Dodge City gets 3 runs in the top of the inning there. And they lead 9-4. Rodriguez pitches. This one is passed for ball number 1. Dobkins with a early strikeout there in his debut on the season for the Collegians, but unable to finish out the inning on a strong note, as this one is batted foul down the first base line. And he gave up 2 back-to-back home runs from Dodge City. And then a series of Infield miscues from the Collegians allowed another run to score for Dodge City, and that is how we're at 9-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-2 pitch. This one is caught in the strike zone, breaking ball. And a beautiful pitch from Rodriguez just catches Chatterton looking. And one out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll come back to the top of the order as Upstill comes up. Upstill, an RBI single earlier in the game. Struggled early,
Center field.
but he will look to continue off his previous at-bat success. This one is sent deep into left field near the warning track. And this one is easily handled from Dodge City there. That is number 28, Gabe Irwin, on the catch. And just like that, quickly, the Collegians with 2 outs and no one on base, as Rodriguez is pitching here against John Gazdar. Great pitch there from Rodriguez. Catches Gazdar looking for strike number 1. Rodriguez on the windup. This one is grounded into center field just off the glove of Rodriguez. And a nice little base knock there from Gazdar. And a 2-out single gets a runner on base for the Collegians, and that brings up left-handed hitter Brady Miguel.
We have our designated hitter, Brady Miguel.
Okay.
Brady Miguel, designated hitter out of Cal State, Monterey Bay. Standing at 5'8", 170 pounds. This ball just misses the strike zone outside. For ball number 1, runner on first. That is John Gazdar, the shortstop for the Collegians. On deck is Garrett Fisher, the catcher. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. This one is in and outside, and you can see Gazdar getting a little antsy there on first base. Collegians have had great success on the base path this evening. And there goes Gazdar there. And he slides in, and he is safe. And a close one there. Ramirez was a great throw. Just not in time. Gazdar quick off that first base, off the first bag, and into second base clean. And with 2 outs, Gazdar is at second. 1 runner for the Collegians in scoring position. 3-0 count here. Rodriguez. This ball is in for strike number 1. Gazdar there, you see him again. Looking at third. Looking at his coach, Tony Rucco, seeing what he should do. Brady Miguel, designated hitter, 3-1 count here with 2 outs. This pitch is in, and this one is outside the zone, and Brady Miguel will take his base as that brings up catcher Garrett Fisher. 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Batting next, we have our catcher, Garrett Fisher.
0 for 2 Garrett Fisher on the day with a strikeout and a groundout. He does have a walk on the day, as do many of the Collegians. Collegians unable to take advantage of all their runners on base, though, and are down big right now in the bottom of the 6th, 9-4. Rodriguez takes a look at second, goes through his rotation. This one is low and into the dirt for ball number 1. Chris Rodriguez taking a look. He knows how dangerous these guys are at stealing bases, and this one is sent into deep center, and it is just caught. A great catch in center field from Dodge City, and that retires the side. 2 runners are left on base. And that is Ty Walton on the grab in center field there. But Dodge City still leads 9-4. The Collegians unable to bite into that lead a little bit as we head into the top of the 7th. For those of you tuned in the middle of the inning, you saw a furry friend did enter the field. Dogs are welcome here at Scott Carpenter Park, and one did get on the field. He is safely in the arms of his owner right now. He or she, as the first pitch is in for a strike.
Sends it foul, first base side. Counting now 0-2.
New pitcher in for the Collegians. That is Garrett Jensen. 0-2 count here. Next pitch is in, and that is inside. Just gets past. Up to bat is number 27, Doyle Kane. Garrett Jensen, a right-handed pitcher out of San Francisco State. Kane with some contact on that one, but it goes foul. Jensen goes through his windup. This one is in, and a grounder to Jensen. Jensen, make sure he makes no mistake on that one, and an easy out at first for the first out of the top of the seventh. We saw earlier Rodriguez had a little trouble doing that, and it led to some runs for the Collegians. So Jensen definitely wanted to make sure that he got that easy out at first. Gabe Irwin, a left-handed hitter coming up, the left fielder. First pitch is in and inside. Gabe Irwin, part of the back-to-back duo a few innings back. Kane hit a home run, and he hit a home run right after. 9-4 Dodge City here. This one is sent out down the third base side behind the Collegians bench. Garrett Jensen winding up. This pitch is grounded and goes foul on the first base line. Given handles that one. Third pitcher here, Jensen is for the Collegians. Collegians with a heavy arsenal of pitchers this season. Will certainly be using a lot of them. Again, Zach Giffen, brother of first baseman Jay Giffen, will be starting on the mound tomorrow night. Jensen, pitch in. That one is hit foul again. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 out here in the top of the seventh. Dodge City holding a commanding 9-4 lead. Now an update for my Colorado Avalanche fan. At the end of the second period, the Avalanche are tied with the Golden Knights in the second round. In Game 2 of the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This ball is dropped by Fisher, excuse me. For ball number 2, 2-2 count here. Dodge City looking to get someone on base here to extend their lead. Collegians just want to get out of this as the 2-2 breaking ball is in, and it is low off the chest of Fisher for ball number 3. And that brings up full count.
The 7th inning. Gabe Irwin.
Gabe Irwin on the 3-2. This one way inside. And Irwin will take his base, and that will put a runner on for Dodge City.
who pinch hits in the fifth inning.
Nate Aid coming in here after pinch hitting earlier.
So it's going to be two.
He replaced Aaron Harper. Irwin at first base. One runner on base. One out here. First pitch outside. Ball number 1. This ball is into second. Catcher fields it, and he is out at first, and a 6-4-3 double play there for the Collegians, and exactly what they needed to get out of that inning. Gazdar handles that bouncing ball, and they're able to turn 2. So going into the bottom of the 7th inning, Dodge City holds a 9-4 lead. Jake Given up to bat here. Apologize as we have some camera difficulties. 1-0 pitch is hit high down the first base line, and it is handled by Dodge City. And so Given pops out. And an early out for the Collegians. New pitcher on mound for Dodge City. It is Tristan Tatum. Also a new catcher, Matt Mandeville.
Next, we have Alec Ackerman, third baseman.
Alec Ackerman up to bat for the Collegians. Tatum with his windup. This one is grounded too short. Ackerman trying to outrun the throw, and he can't. And early, quick 2 outs there. Bottom of the 7th here from Scott Carpenter Field. Dodge City leads 9-4. 2 outs.
Batting next, we have AJ Rucco.
AJ Rucco, the right fielder, who has just been hit with a lot of walks today. Going to want to get some contact on the ball as, of course, he gets a ball. 1-0 here. One ball, no strikes. This one is tipped and goes foul down the right field line. Just behind the dugout of Dodge City. In the on-deck circle is Justin Francis. Justin Francis replaced Ryan Vogel. And Tatum catches Ruocco swinging for strike number 2. Tatum on the 1-2. This pitch is in, and strike 3. And what a outing. What a performance here from Tatum early. A 1-2-3 inning as he comes in, and it was quick at that. And Collegians could get nothing going there as Ruocco gets struck out looking, and we head into the top of the 8th inning here from Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder, Colorado. Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park here in Boulder, Colorado as we head into the top of the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Collegians, Michael Potter, left-handed pitcher, 6'4", 220 pounds out of Cal State Monterey Bay. He comes into the game trying to get hopefully a quick inning for the Collegians so that they can get back on offense and hopefully get the bat swinging a little bit. They've been struggling. Potter on his first pitch. This one is low and into the dirt for ball number 1. It's that time of year when your air conditioner needs to be working just right. Call Home Run Heating and Air for all your cooling needs. A premier HVAC contractor serving Boulder County for 25 years. It's quality right off the bat. Home Run Heating and Air. Second pitch in here from Potter. This one low. Fisher able to handle it off his chest, and it is ball number 2. Three 3-0 count here. Potter goes in. This one just misses the strike zone, and ball 4. And a leadoff walk for Dodge City. That brings up Albert Lovano. Potter on the pitch. Catches Lovano swinging. 0-1. One runner on base here. 0 outs. Dodge City leads 9-4. 0-1 count here. Pitches in, and he catches Lovano swinging again. Fastball working in Potter's favor here. Not sure if Dodge City is much of a base stealing team. Certainly not as much as the Collegians, as this one is in, and strike number 3. Potter, quick 3-strike at bat there for Lovano as he is caught swinging. And that's Potter's first strikeout of the evening and his first out, as we have 1 out, 1 runner on for Dodge City in the top of the 8th. Potter taking a look at first. Potter goes through his windup, and this one's in and low, just dots the corner of the zone for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch is in, and this one is sent deep into left field. And this one is out. This one is past the fence, and it goes deep into left field for a 2-run jack. And that is Clayton Counts right there. That is his 3rd home run.
It's now 11-4. It's Coates. Coates a left field this time.
Clayton Counts with a 3-home run day. And he gives Dodge City an 11-4 lead. That one deep into left field. A little protective fence there to protect from the skate park, but he hit it way over that as this pitch is in and going to first and given with an easy out there at first base.
Did you sell there?
And no pitcher seems to have an answer for Clayton Counts today, as Clayton Counts has hit a homer on all 3 pitchers that have come in for the Collegians. Well, 3 of the 4, excuse me. (11-4) Dodge City leads. Ball is in low for ball number 1. This one sent deep into right field, but just goes foul. The Mile High Collegiate Baseball League, as most collegiate leagues are in the country, is a wood bat league. A few junior colleges have been doing that, but for the most part, a lot of colleges stick with that aluminum bat, depending on the conference and the level of play. 2-1 pitch. This one is a pass ball, just goes through the legs of Fisher, and that brings up 3-1. No runners on base, 2 outs, 2-run jack from Clayton Counts extends the Dodge City lead to 11-4 here in the top of the 8th. Michael Potter coming out, trying to get out of this inning. This ball is sent deep into right field. Rucco is able to handle it on the warning track, and another deep hit there for Dodge City, but is able to be handled by the Collegians as the Collegians retire the side and escape. And they will look to rally here as they are down 11-4 going into the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th here as Francis comes off to lead for the Collegians. This first pitch is inside for ball number 1.
Left fielder.
Justin Francis out of Taft College. Came in to replace Ryan Vogel earlier in the game. The 1-0 is in high for 2-0 on the count. Collegian's going to need a miracle here to come back 7 runs down, 2 innings to get back into this one. And the bats are not swinging well for the boys in white. Tatum still on the mound. This one is in and just clips the inside of that zone for 2-1. 2-1 count for Francis. Tatum winds up. This one is in. Almost a mirrored pitch to his previous one, and that one catches the inside of the zone for strike number 2. And so Tatum behind on the count has caught up. It is 2-2. Tatum the 2-2. This one is in, and he catches Francis swinging. Another strikeout for Tatum. And Francis heads to the dugout as the Collegians 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Jackson Chatterton, second baseman, player from Bradley University. Yeah, Jackson Chatterton.
Batting next, we have Jackson Chatterton, second baseman.
It's only umpire for Giants, so now he gets greater than time. Goes out to Tatum on south of the middle.
Matt Mandeville and Tristan Tatum having a word at the mound there. A lot of walks today for Dodge City. Dodge City walking a lot of Collegians players, but not many have turned into runs as the Collegians have left so many runners on base. You think what this game would be like if the Collegians would have capitalized on some of those runners in scoring position. This pitch is in. Chatterton swings and misses on that one. 0-1 count.
Left side, he struck out. One out to walk.
Tatum with the windup. This one is out wide, and Mandeville handles it for Dodge City for ball number 1. 1-1 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Dodge City with a commanding 11-4 lead. 1-1 pitch, and Chatterton is caught swinging again. 1-2 on the breaking ball there. Tatum, fastball just high above the zone. Chatterton stays patient. Tatum, the 2-2. This one is clipped, foul out of play behind the Collegians bench. On deck for the Collegians, Nick up still. This one is outside. You can see Chatterton wanted to swing, but he held back. Chatterton, very anxious hitter here. He wants to make some contact. 3-2 count. And this one is out. And another walk for the Collegians. 1 out. Can they take advantage of this? As Nick Upstill, the top of the order, comes up to bat, center fielder.
And we are back to Nick Upster, center field.
Nick Upstill, one of those players from California, player at San Francisco State University, did not have a season this year, so he was very excited to get the opportunity to come out and play some summer collegiate baseball here. Runner on first. Tatum first pitch outside. Fastball misses the zone and ball number 1. One runner on. That is Chatterton on first. On deck is John Gazdar. 1-0. Low pitch for ball 2. You got to think kids are very excited to come out here, play for the Boulder Collegians, such a historic franchise with players such as Tony Gwynn and Joe Madden. This one is grounded to second, struggles to handle it, and a infield single there for Upstill. And 2 runners are on base, bringing up John Gazdar with 1 out. Runners on first and second.
Batting next, we have John Gazzard.
Boulder Collegians with 4 NBC World Series championships. That tournament taking place in Wichita, Kansas at the end of the year. As I stated earlier, Tony Gwynn, Joe Madden, also Joe Carter has been a member of the Collegians. And Chatterton takes off from second base, but not fooling anyone as Tatum looks and he gets the out at third base. So, not what the Collegians needed there, as it goes from 2 runners on with 1 out to 1 runner on with 2 outs. John Gazdar here, 2 outs. This pitch, he wanted that one, but he swings and misses. Tatum gets him. 0-1 count. Upstill at first after the infield hit. Tatum, this pitch just check swings, just goes off the top of the bat. Out the right field side. For Gazdar, that ball was a little more inside than he expected and just clipped the top of his bat and went out. Upstill on first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 11-4 Dodge City leads. There goes Upstill. Upstill is sliding, and he is safe as that ball goes underneath the glove of the second baseman there for Dodge City. And Mandeville with a good throw to second, but unable to get Upstill out as the Collegians steal yet another base. Interesting to track throughout the season to see if they will try to establish a running identity like that. 2-2, 0-2 count here. 2 outs, runner on second. John Gazdar gets a hold of this one, and he lines it to left field, and this is easily handled for the A's. And that will retire the side as we head into the final inning of play. We will be back from Scott Carpenter Field with the top of the 9th. Dodge City leads 11-4.
11 for the A's rated.
New pitcher out here for the Collegians. It is Lucas Kesda, a right-handed pitcher out of San Francisco State University. He is the third pitcher out of San Francisco State University that has gone on the mound for the Collegians tonight. Want to thank everyone that has stayed tuned into this live stream until the end. We appreciate the support. I'm Devin Marquez. I will be the voice of the Collegians all season long. As Kesda gets ready for the first pitch, this one is clipped out. Foul ball, strike one. The National Ballpark Museum, located across the street from Coors Field at 1940 Blake Street, is a must-see for every baseball fan. Come and tour one of the most amazing collections of one-of-a-kind treasures anywhere in the world. The only museum dedicated to exhibits from ballparks like Fenway Park and Wrigley Field. Tours are available. Go to ballparkmuseum.com for more information. Low pitch there from Kesda as ball one comes up, and it is a 1-1 count.
Steps down.
1-1 pitch. This one is clipped out on the first base line. Mikey Kane up for his second at bat. Big lead for Dodge City, as Kesda just will try to get him out of the inning, and maybe a rally can come for the Collegians, as that one is low and into the dirt for ball number two. Again, fouled out the right side. On deck is Doyle Kane. Doyle Kane homering earlier today. As Kesda on the 2-2. Fastball in, and he catches him swinging. A powerful pitch there from Kesda. And he gets a strikeout to start the inning for the Collegians. That'll bring up Doyle Kane, the first baseman. Kesda, first pitch, just outside on the breaking ball for ball one. Kesda the pitch. That one catches the bottom corner for strike number one. One out here in the top of the ninth inning. Dodge City with a big 11-4 lead over the Collegians in the Collegians' second game of the season. This one outside for ball number two. Second game of the season here for the Collegians. Played on Friday night against the Denver Browns, a adult men's league team that came out. Lucas Kesda with the windup on the 2-1. This one is hit back foul. The Collegians honoring the victims of the tragic shooting that occurred at the King Soopers here in Boulder that shook this community to its core, allowing one of the officers to go out and throw the ceremonial first pitch. That occurred on Friday. This curveball is hit deep into right, and it drops just in front of Rucco, and Kane is going to try and go too. This ball is sent to Gazdar, and it is not in time, and a double for Kane, as he just loves to hit to that right side. And Kane with the double to get someone on base for Dodge City. Third hit for Kane. That'll bring up Gabe Irwin, the left fielder.
Reaching to his last 30 RBI single to Over.
Kessler going through his
Inside.
mechanics, and that one is inside as he continuously is peeking at second, looking at Kane. Trying to see if he can catch him if he tries to go to third. Irwin, a left-handed hitter here. Kessler the windup. This one is grounded, and it is through the hole into right field. Rucco with the throw to home. It is not in time, and that one is over. Irwin is going to advance to second, and an RBI there for Irwin. Scores yet another run for Dodge City, and Dodge City extends their lead to 12-4 here in the top of the ninth.
Single to right field. They will advance to second on the throw.
And that was a fast grounder, just got into the hole there between first and second base. Kane with a little bit of a lead off. He was able to reach home pretty easily, and it's 12-4 Dodge City. One 0 count here. Top of the ninth. Runner on second. This one is low, out of the strike zone for ball number 2. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Lucas Kesda, the pitcher for the Collegians. This ball is passed, and that will advance Irwin to third base. And now Dodge City with a runner on third with 1 out. Any contact here from Dodge City will certainly give them a chance to score a run. And that is ball number 4 as Nate Aid takes a walk there. Lucas Kesda with a walk, a 4-ball walk. And there are runners on the corners now with 1 out here in the top of the ninth.
It'll reach a walk back in the 7th inning.
Runners on the corners here. This ball is high, and it's a pass ball. Fisher goes for it, and he will not be able to handle it in time as Irwin scores for Dodge City. And pass balls have been a problem here today for the Collegians. Another one passes, and it allows another run to score. Also advances Aid to second base. So runner on second, 1 out. Fastball down and away for ball number 1. And Dodge City increases their lead to 13-4. Ball 3. Lucas Kesda, 3-0 count, struggling to find the strike zone here. Next pitch is in, and that one is a strike, just dots the outside of the zone. And it is 3-1 now. Three-one pitch. This one also finds the bottom of the zone, and it brings up full count for Matt Mandeville. Mandeville replacing catcher Artie Ramirez. The 3-2 pitch. This one is passed for ball number 4. And that advances Aid to third base, and still with 1 out. Another runner is on base. And there are runners at the corners with one out as Mark Knudsen comes out and Garrett Fisher come to meet their pitcher at the mound.
We're going to the fifth. We're going to the sixth, two of the eighth, but now so far, two of the ninth.
Mark Knudsen and Fisher having a word with their pitcher as he tries to escape here. This pitch outside, ball one. Runners at the corners here, one out. This ball is clipped and goes foul just behind the backstop. Lucas Kesda staying in the game. 1-1 count here with one out. Runners on the corners for Dodge City as they lead 13-4. Kesda look over his shoulder, 2-2 pitch. This one is a fastball in for strike number 2. This pitch, grounder to shortstop. Gazdar handles it, and they turn two there, and that is exactly what the Collegians needed. A 6-4-3 double play as we head into the bottom of the ninth. Kesda able to get out of it after speaking with his pitching coach and his catcher, and we head into the final frame of play with Dodge City leading 13-4. Bottom of the ninth here at Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder, Colorado. Tristan Tatum going to stay in the game for Dodge City. As Brady Miguel steps up, the designated hitter for the Collegians. And the Collegians looking for a miracle here, down 9 runs here in the bottom of the ninth. Struggling to hit the ball all night long. Can they get some offense going as Tatum, first pitch is low and outside for ball number 1. One 0 pitch outside again, fastball. Miguel patient here, waiting for his pitch to come.
Especially in the second half of this game, 4 on the runs.
This one sent straight back into the backstop. Strike one.
Yeah. Okay, 3 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, and 2 in each of the last 2 innings.
The 2-1. This one low and into the dirt. For ball 3. 3 balls in, 1 strike for Brady Miguel. On deck is Garrett Fisher, the catcher. The 3-1 pitch is shot straight back from Miguel. And the count is 3-2 now. Bottom of the ninth, the Dodge City A's are 3 outs away from their first win of the season in their first game of the season. Long day for the A's of Dodge City as they drove into Colorado today. Got in around 3:30, and first pitch was at 8. As this one is low and into the dirt for ball 4. Brady Miguel takes his base, and Garrett Fisher will step up.
Garrett Fisher is up to bat on pitcher.
Pleased with the offense production. Defense as well, for the most part, has been pretty good. Couple of innings. 13 for the lead. Roll.
Tatum trying to find Miguel at first. Miguel able to get back safely. One runner on base, 0 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. This ball is right down the middle. Just high. Looked good from here, but just high for ball number 1.
Back in the first inning.
1-0 count here. This ball high and inside for ball number 2. One runner on first.
Two up.
2-0 pitch. This one hit foul towards the Dodge City bench.
See a lot of different guys here tonight. She's had several bench hitters.
As Tatum finds Fisher swinging there for strike number 2.
Over at first base, Gabe Irwin out left field. Lovato's been sitting over at third base and Clayton Counts. The H. Everybody else.
2-2 pitch. This one is high
Not shot tonight.
for ball 3. Full count for Garrett Fisher. One runner on, no outs in the bottom of the ninth. Dodge City leading 13-4. Next pitch is in, and he catches Fisher swinging. Strike 3. First out of the bottom of the ninth inning, and Dodge City is 2 outs away from an opening night win.
Batting next, we have Jake Irwin, first baseman.
Tatum first pitch. That one's into the dirt. Handled by Mandeville, but ball 1.
Given the Collegians, he has walked a couple of times. Knocked out in foul territory, struck out.
Next pitch is high and outside, just barely for ball number 2. Jake Given up to bat for the Collegians. 2-0. That one does find the strike zone. And the count is 2-1. Two-one pitch. And Given wanted that one. Swung hard but could not connect. And it brings up 2-2. with a runner on first. That is Brady Miguel on first. 2-2 pitch. That one right down the middle. And he catches Given looking. And Dodge City 1 out away as the Collegians' offensive struggle continues. Alec Ackerman coming up, the third baseman.
Batting next, we have Alec Ackerman.
Dodge City hoping this is the last batter of the night. Ackerman hoping to get something going. As there's a runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. This ball high and outside the zone, 4-1.
Gets a sign from Matt Mandeville behind the dish. And the 1-0.
The 1-0, the windup. He catches Ackerman swinging on a low pitch. 1-1 count. 1 runner on, 2 outs. Tristan Tatum pitching for the A's. The 1-1 pitch is low.
Tatum, the third pitcher of the Dodgers used tonight. Started Anthony Perez. He went 3. Rodriguez followed him up with 3. And now
The 2-1, this one is clipped. Hit foul on the first base side behind the dugout for Dodge City. 2-2 count. 1 runner on. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Ackerman gets under this one. This is a pop-up to shallow right, and this is handled from Dodge City. And that'll do it for the night. The Dodge City A's come into Boulder, and they get an opening day win, 13-4 over the Collegians. The Collegians struggling to hit the ball. And Dodge City was hot, hitting a lot of home runs tonight. And coming in after a long day on the road and steals one here at Scott Carpenter Park. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for the second of this 2-game series between the Boulder Collegians and the Dodge City A's. I'm Devin Marquez, your voice of the Collegians, and have a great evening.